Good morning, friends. Christian here in Sombor, Serbia, and it's a beautiful morning, and I am looking out at the beautiful view. Jako dobar pogled.
Sunce izlazi, zalazi.
Looks like it's shaping up to be a beautiful day today, and I'm gonna go out to the store and do some things, and we'll do a little bit of walking and talking, and yeah. Hope you're going to have a great day today too. Let's make it great. Now, of course, before we do anything, I have to perform my civic duty. I've got a couple of bottles here. I've got to put it right in the plate where we're going to put them, recycle them, right? Right. And of course, it's not just the bottles. We've got some garbage here. We're going to throw this garbage in this beautiful container. And I can't stress this enough, people. Put the garbage in the garbage can. So yeah, the other day I posted some video walking around talking about the language and how we don't have spelling bees and stuff like that in America. And got a lot of engagement and activity. At the end of it, I said abeceda because when I first started learning the language, it was in Zagreb. So, živio sam 2 godine u Hrvatskoj pre nego što sam došao u Serbiji. And, I just wanted to say, hey, I also know about azbuka. And maybe I'm wrong, but I always thought like azbuka is for the Cyrillica. So I just didn't mention that because I saw it on the sign that I was reading was written in the Latin script. So, na latinica. Just want to clear that up. Sorry if I offended anybody. I know how proud everyone is of their language, and here in Balkania, it is a bit of a touchy point sometimes. So that's it. But yeah, I'm American. I'm from Texas. Naučio sam Srpski, naučio sam Hrvatski, i ekavski, mene sve jedno. You guys can argue about it, debate about it, whatever, but for me, the whole point is just communication and learning how to talk with somebody. But I respect the language. I respect the history of it. And I love it. It's cool, That was my main point. I enjoy it. So yeah, I'm out here near my apartment. And we've got this house of horrors. I guess you would say kuća užasna. Or horror. House of horrors. Looks pretty scary. I can't go in right now. But I don't know if I want to go in either, but hey. You've got this death trap here. I don't think I'll be getting on that today. And look at this, you've got bumper cars. We call these bumper cars. It says Rodeo Drive. I guess that's like in LA or something. Rodeo. This ain't my first rodeo. Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. This is old school theme park, amusement park thing. And I'd actually love to jump on the trampoline right now, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get in trouble. Don't want to get in trouble. No, sir. It's a bit cold, but I'm used to the cold. I used to do the Wim Hof method and take cold baths for 10 minutes and listen to a song for 10 minutes and just sit there like, whoa. So I've adapted to the cold. Some people think I'm crazy because of that, which that's okay. I am a little bit crazy. Nisam normalan. I've lived in several different cities here in Serbia. Mostly Belgrade, Kragujevac, Novi Sad, Niš, Kruševac, and now I'm here in Sombor. And I honestly think that this is the most beautiful city that I've lived in this entire time. And it's crazy that it took me so long just to come out here and visit it. I'd heard about it, but for many years, I'd just been in the region. I never stopped in it. My first day, I was like, wow, this is so beautiful, so green. So many trees. I love this. I met Nikola Jokic at the pool during the summer. So that was pretty cool. It was pretty quiet. Pretty quiet guy. I didn't know that about him, which I respect because I'm also a pretty quiet guy. Dobar dan. To je još jedan stvar koju ja volim ovde u Somboru. Ljudi kažu dobar dan i gledaju u oči. They look you in the eye, you know, when you're passing by the street or something, and you don't really get that as much in other cities. I love the culture here in Sombor also. You've got that mix of Croatian and Serbian, Hungarian. So in Hungarian it's called Sombor, like zombie. I haven't seen any zombies here, but you know, I've only been here several months. You know, maybe I'll see some at some point. All right, sweets. We've got here a sign with both Latin script and with azbuka, Cyrillica, Cyrillic, I guess we say on English. So you've got here on the top, it's written only in Cyrillic. It says obilazak, which means like a detour or bypass, I guess. So this is like a directional thing. You can see the arrows pointing. And then you've got two other villages or towns, Vrbas and Klajićevo. Yeah, Klajićevo, there. See, it's not always easy to speak Serbian, you know. Well, it's harder when I'm switching from English to Serbian, I guess, to get the pronunciation right. But yeah, this is one of my favorite streets here in Sombor. It's Prvomajska, the 1st of May. Just, you have this awesome tree-lined streets all the way up and down. And from what I've heard, they actually, during the Austro-Hungarian Empire, in those eras, these trees were lining the streets from city to city so that you can, you know, take your carriage, horse-drawn carriage, and go all the way in the shade, you know, during the summertime when it's hot. You know, I may be alone in this, but I think that if a city has a lot of trees and greenery, then that's a beautiful city. People need green in their lives. You know, we need to see the greenery. It's very healing, and just like when you go to the seaside and you see the blue water and, you know, the sea, it's just so, makes you feel so good. Or looking at a fire, you know, when you go camping, it's very primal, and it's not good to be like constantly just surrounded by concrete. So that's another reason I love Sombor so much, is because there's so much greenery, and I feel like I'm in a city, but at the same time I'm kind of like in the nature a little bit more. So we're reaching the end of this little journey to the mission that I have today, is to go to DM. Deutschmarkt. I've secured the soy milk. I've got the agave nectar, some ginger juice, which I love. I love ginger, and some toaletni papir. I highly recommend you go to DM and buy toilet paper. It's just a bit more expensive than in other stores, but it seems like you get more for your money and it lasts longer. And I wish I had figured this out earlier, because I usually buy it at Maxi or some place like that. But I bought some, like 8 rolls a couple weeks ago, and I swear I didn't even finish it yet. It's like I've got 2 weeks of toilet paper usage on just one bag of 8. So it was like, I don't know, $5 dinner. You go into DM and everything's in German pretty much. So sometimes you don't know what it means, you know, what's written on the box. They have some labels that they translate to Serbian, so you can kind of figure it out. But occasionally there's some things that just don't have any kind of label that you know. I don't speak German, but I can use ChatGPT or something and take a picture and say, what is this? Upravo sam ušao u raj. Look at all these products and great prices. You got some chocolates with almonds and orange peel here for 184.99 dinars. And that's about $1.80, $1.90 maybe, somewhere around that.
Poštovani kupci, otvaramo kasu broj 3.
Poštovani kupci. Poštovani kupci. Dear shoppers, we're opening aisle register number 5. Poštovani kupci. It's like on English, like, dear shoppers, we're opening up register number 5. I always get a kick out of that every time I go to Lidl. So going to Lidl is fun. Such a fun experience. Except on Black Fridays, right? And everybody's fighting over the last pork chop. Check out my shadow there on the zebra. Oh, little doggy. Oh, you little doggy. Oh, it's you. I love the little dog. You should have put. He's a good doggy. He's a good dog. He's the best dog in the whole world. He's the best dog in Sombor. He's the best dog in Sombor. Seraj. Such as. The best dog ever. Well, that's it for today, friends. Prijatelji, drugari. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make some coffee, and I'm gonna chill out and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. And I hope you guys do too, and gals. Yeah, like, follow, subscribe, please. Do all that cool stuff. Check out my other videos. Some of them are on English, some of them are on Serbian or Serbo-Croatian, or some of them are Croatian, or some are Bosnian, or some are Montenegrin, or some are Macedonian, or some are Slovenian. Živim u ex-Jugoslavija. U mom glavi. Šta da kažem? I know how crazy it is with all that, but yeah, as American, it's just like, you know, I'm just trying to have fun, you know, like, be cool. We used to watch a movie, you know, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and they would say, be excellent to each other. Be excellent to each other, dude. You know? And that stuck with me as a child, so wherever I go in the world, it doesn't matter what country or what language, just be cool, you know? Be a cool dude. Be cool to people. Be kind. You know, please be kind. Like, what you give out comes back, you know? If you give out hate, you get that back. If you give out love, you get that back. The Beatles, they taught us this in their excellent music in the 60s and early 70s. The love you take is equal to the love you make. You know, go back and listen to some Beatles. There's a lot of wisdom in music. Ja sam muzičar isto I volim muziku. Like, I'm all about the music, you know. So I love Azra, I love Ribija Čorba, I love Oliver Mandić, I love Atomsko sklonište, I love Led Zeppelin, The Doors, Beatles, you know, Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, Rachmaninoff. You know, there's music from all over the world, and we have differences, you know, we have similarities. So I'm always like, hey, you know, appreciate our differences, but always look at what can we do to come together, because it's 2025, man. You know, we've been screwed over so much throughout history, and a lot of it, we do it to ourselves in a way, you know. And I think now we're becoming much more conscious and aware of those patterns, and now we can break free. You know, like Jim Morrison said, break on through to the other side. You know, you got to break through your biases and your understanding and your like that hate for the other, you know, and just see people, hey, everything is God in disguise, you know, everything is life, we're breathing, you know, dišem sada. To je moj život, razumeš? Like, if I'm not breathing, I'm dead, you know? If I'm not breathing, you're like, oh, he died, you know, put him in the ground, we don't want to see him anymore, you know? Nisam telo, ja sam duh, I ti si duh, I to je to. Anyways, I love you guys. Be peaceful, be blissful, be aware, be conscious, make your lives better, and make the lives of others around you better, however you can, and just chill out, you know, be cool. Blame. Look at this tree here. Oh man, it's so awesome. These colors of the yesen, dolazi. Oh man, look at that beautiful orange color. One other last thing I like about Serbia too is you're not seeing it so much now because the weather's a bit colder and it's early, but you always see people outside, you know. And when you go to west, it's sort of like, where is everybody, you know? So I enjoy that too. Anyways, peace be with you guys. Love and light. Christian here. Christian, Kiki, Chris, Reese, šta god. Blessings.